Belle's back. The girls are back again for a little AFLW check-in. We're halfway through the season, Belle. I don't think you and I could have predicted it to be going this well at the halfway mark.
Yeah, we are back. Firstly, we are back, the duo. I can't believe it's halfway through, to be honest. I just can't believe how fast the time goes, the fact that we're halfway through the season. But yeah, obviously the girls have gotten off to an absolute flyer, yet to lose. So and really just putting teams absolutely away. So yeah, it's fun, good vibes down at the club at the moment. But yeah, we know we've got a lot of work in front of us as well.
I think going into this season, we know we're good, reigning premiers, undefeated last season, and I think we were all really confident and comfortable in the list and the group. It's only really improved since the grand final last year. But could you seriously have predicted us to not only be undefeated at the halfway mark of the season, but as you said, genuinely thumping teams week in, week out at this point? Like we've gone to yet another level I don't think anyone thought was possible.
To be honest, I didn't think it would possible like what we're kind of doing at the moment. It's obviously really cool to be a part of, and yeah, as you said, like coming into the season, like we obviously knew we were a good team. We've won the flag, we went undefeated, so of course you have so much confidence from that. But at the same time, like new year always brings new things, new players and other teams, coaches change stuff, people be coming after us. So I don't think we're absolutely expecting to kind of be doing what we're doing at the moment, and we've had a lot of injuries and a lot of changes to the team as well, and we've still been able to just go on so solid. So it's really pleasing to see. But yeah, it's crazy, and I think everyone's just really trying to enjoy the ride because yeah, you don't know how long these times are going to last. It will end eventually, so I think everyone's just really trying to make the most of it.
You mentioned injuries before, and I think it's so important to point out the depth of this list is absolutely crazy. You had a stint on the sidelines, Jazzy had a stint on the sidelines, Taylor Gatt's out with an injury. I know we've just lost Alice O'Loughlin to an injury. Nick Bresnahan, she's done for the year. Like the list of injuries is quite extensive, but the system feels so strong and the game plan is so set in stone that you can pretty much rotate any player through there and they step up to the plate every single time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely spot on. Croc has a saying at the moment, one soldier out, next one in. So it's very much like that because, yeah, as you said, we've been so well coached. Our system's so solid. It just doesn't matter who it is. We all know when we come in what we need to do, and executing our roles is probably what's the difference between us and some of the other teams at the moment. We're just wearing team thin because we're not relying on certain players. Everyone, you look at the team and everyone contributes every single week. And yeah, it's pretty different because last year, like we only had Carnes really who had a long-term injury, and our team barely changed from week to week. We were so stable. So it's been a different challenge for us this year to deal with a few injuries and navigate all that. Obviously, you don't wish injuries on anyone, especially some of these big ones that are kind of popping up at the moment, with Nicole and Alice and Gaddy. And all much loved members of the team that yeah it does like take a toll on you as like their mate, like you don't want to see that happen, but it's been at the same time really celebrated within the four walls how the depth, how the players are stepping up in it. And it's great to be able to give different girls a chance in the team and let them, prove themselves and for everyone to, adapt to playing with different people because we were so stable for so long. So I think it's unfortunate on one hand, but I think it's just making us stronger at the same time.
Oh, I'd absolutely agree with you. And there's a few new faces that have come through the side. You've got Ariana Hetherington, she's come through. Ayla Sheeran's come through. Amy, how do I pronounce Amy's surname?
Yeah,
Mangdon's.
but Nathan.
There you go. Almost got there. Tessa Boyd, there's a fair few girls who have rotated who are newcomers. How have they adjusted not just to the North program on a day-to-day basis, but on a week-to-week basis as they come into the side as needed?
They've been absolutely awesome. I wouldn't have a bad word to say about any of them. Their attitudes are super. All of them, have, yeah, kind of been on that up and down journey of kind of being in and kind of being out, but their attitude is just amazing. The way they go about it, and that's what's giving them opportunities when they arise because they're training so well. Their attitude's awesome. You know what they're going to bring to the team. You don't want to see any of your mates going out of the side, but that's just nature of footy, and it's going to happen. And the way they go about their business is awesome. So. Yeah, I love playing with those girls. Yeah, I mean, I hope they get back in the team and prove their spot and everything. But yeah, they've been so good. And I think they've all brought something unique and exciting to our team, which has been really fun for the fans and for us as well. And they're highly celebrated within our four walls.
100%. And I mean, I was with you guys at training yesterday, and the energy and the vibe down there, it's no surprise given the way we're going on the field on a week to week basis. But the energy at the club at the moment is just seems sky high.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, when we're winning and everyone's kind of playing well, it's obviously super easy. I think we're all, there's an old saying that also we've all been talking about. Obviously, it's really easy to be up and about and happy when things are going so well. And that's probably the case a little bit at the moment. And we've definitely been tested with the injuries and things like that. And we did lose a practice match in the preseason as well. So we have had some times probably internally that have felt like tests that a lot of the outside world don't see, a lot of the things that obviously are going on inside. I think a lot of people would be shocked if they sat inside our reviews, what they actually look like. It's some games you probably would have thought we'd lost if you didn't know better. That's just how focused we are, how dedicated we are to just winning and getting better every single week. We don't care who the opposition is. We just want to keep getting better, keep improving, and taking what we can out of absolutely everything.
And I feel like that is what has been done. Another record broken by this group a couple of weeks ago in Brisbane, the first reigning premier to win the grand final rematch the following year. You went up to Queensland, and I don't know if there would have been necessarily redemption, given how the grand final played out last year. But were you aware of that record heading into that game, and was it a focal point at all? And did it sort of inspire you in any way to just go out there and give it all you've got? I know you do every single week, but you know what I mean with sort of the extra element added to that game.
Yeah, I think we're all aware of it just because it was posted on social media, and if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have known. I was pretty shocked when I read it, to be honest. I couldn't believe in 10 years that the Premier had never beaten. Yeah, so it was just pretty crazy, and yeah, cool that we obviously got to do it. But to be honest, no, it wasn't a focal point at all. I think everyone saw it in the media and said, "Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my God!" But I don't think it really added any extra inspiration for us. Like the reason why we're so good at the moment, I think, is just every single week, no matter who it is. Like it was Brisbane that time, and yeah, you'd probably think, oh, maybe we'd be more up and about and that whole redemption, whatever. But I think we treated it exactly the same as we just treated Carlton last week. We're not disrespecting any opponent, and yeah, maybe we got a little bit more up and about for Brisbane because yeah, there's just a natural rivalry there. We want to beat them, of course. They're one of the top teams. But yeah, probably not. I think, yeah, just the way Croc goes about it and sets up the team every week is just, yeah, I think why we're so good at the moment because everything's just super, super even. It's a job done. We don't really lean into the emotions of stuff.
The Super Clash against Carlton, you just mentioned last week at Arden Street. You are an ambassador for the Royal Children's Hospital and connected with the Good Friday Appeal. What was that game like for you to be part of?
Yeah, that game's always really really special for me to I think it's special for everyone obviously when I think everyone hearts melt a bit when the banner happens and the kids get to run out and see the smile on their faces but yeah, I think this time around especially I was just really standing there in awe and really thankful I guess because yeah, I wouldn't be standing there without the Royal Children's Hospital, so it wasn't lost on me how important it is and to raise awareness, and feels obviously nice that we're using our platform as a club to help out a really great cause and just yeah, give the kids something to laugh about, something to smile about, something that's not the hospital walls. We had our two little ambassadors down during the week, Parker and Paisley, and yeah, the girls just absolutely loved them. Got around them so much. They were very, very cute little ambassadors. So yeah, we absolutely loved the Super Clash round, and Croc touched on it as well before the game, just about how lucky we are, in to be in the situation that we're in, and we're healthy and we're able to play footy, and life's not so bad. So it's a really great weekend.
Yeah, the game was great, and shout out to Parker and Paisley. They're good friends of mine, the family, and they were the cutest ambassadors. And I know how much that whole week meant to their family as well. So it's always so nice to take a step back and be reminded that there are things bigger than footy, and if we can play a part and contribute positively to some of these causes and to change the lives of so many people you just don't know how much of an impact something small to you may be. I think the first half of the season has been incredible. And as we said, not sure if anyone could have predicted how well we would have started off the year. It looks like a little bit more of a challenge in the second half of the year. There's a lot more travel involved. We've got our 2 home games in Tassie. How are you feeling about the second half of the year? And do you have any expectations heading into the second half of the season?
No, I don't think there are any expectations. Yeah, we've got some tough opponents coming up. I think, yeah, think forward. We've got the Crows, obviously, who in the past we've had very, very close games with. So we know that'll be a big challenge for us. We've got Sydney, who are playing really well at the moment, I'm sure, and Hawthorn to round it off. So we've got some tough opponents coming up. And I think that's what you want, though, heading into finals. We want to be playing tough opponents, making sure that, we're playing our best footy and not getting away with things that are not potentially not getting exposed. So I think it's really good. I think, yeah, we take it week by week. So I know the girls will be up for the challenge, and yeah, with those injuries, we'll have a few new faces in the team, and yeah, I think it'll be a really good time, and I'm sure we'll get, some wins on the board. And if we were to lose, I think it's not the end of the world
Yeah.
if we were to take a loss. Like every team's going to want that headline to take us down, and we're just embracing that. Pressure is a privilege. So if it happens, it happens, and we'll take a lot of learnings from it. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. But yeah, I think there's no expectation. We just got to play footy.
You mentioned finals before, and we are sitting very clearly on top of the ladder, and it is very obvious that we are sort of the leaders in the competition. How much do you think about the week to week, and how much are you thinking about finals ahead?
Yeah, to be honest, like I don't think I've thought about finals once, because it still feels just so far away, like 6 weeks away, and we've got, yeah, 6 more games that we need to play before we can even think about that. And I think, yeah, as I've mentioned a few times, like Croc is just so week by week, week by week, and that's 5 years now that I've been there with Croc and heard that message day in, day out. So I think it's just drilled into all the players now as well. Like it really is just a week by week thing. Like you barely even look forward to the next. Like I'm barely even thinking past Essendon right now, which I think is what's held us in such good stead. But yeah, I mean, we are obviously like expecting to play finals, and it's obviously a really, really exciting time. So I'm sure when that rolls around, the girls will be absolutely excited, and that's when the real footy starts. So it'll be good.
Belle, just one more before I let you go. Ash Riddell. She finished second in the league best and fairest last year, and we all know that she is one of the best players in the competition. So is Jazz Garner. Jazzy was out for a couple of weeks with an ankle injury, came back. And she looks like she's barely skipped a beat. But Ash has well and truly held down the fort in her absence. A 44 and a 43 possession game on 2 respective occasions. What is it like playing in this side with her? Because I think she not only has the team taken another step up, she also looks to be in a league of her own.
Yeah, I mean, she is in a league of her own, and it's absolutely no surprise, to be honest. Seeing the way she goes about it in off season and pre-season, like she 100% hands down one of the hardest workers we have. And not only that, she drags everyone along with her too. So she's making sure we're all there running, getting the most out of it as well. So she's so good like that, and seeing her, yeah, have the performance that she's having is I'm not surprised at all. And she's just such a workhorse, and that's how she gets her hands on the footy so much. And she's so valuable to our team. And every week I walk out with her at the front there with Jazzy, the both of them. You just know we're in safe hands. They're so reliable, so consistent every week. Everyone walks a little, like we've spoken about it. We all walk a little taller, walking out with them two at the front, and also with Carnes as well. Just walking a little tall with all of them out there, so it elevates all of us. But yeah, it's pretty special, I think, to think about. Like right now, you're just like, that's my mate, that's my teammate and stuff. But when you sit back and kind of look at it and what they're doing, and the fact that we are kind of part of their journey and get to play with them, is really, really special. So it's we're all making memories. As Croc likes to say, it's all about making memories, and we're all making memories together. And that's the best part about footy.
I think it's a special experience for you guys on the field week to week, but as much of a special experience for the supporters who do get to live vicariously through you girls week in, week out. Belle, it's a pleasure having you back the official AFLW Kanga TV correspondent. I think it's fair to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's always a pleasure coming on. Love having good yap with you, so thank you.
Thanks for jumping back on. No doubt we'll be touching base again come the end of the home and away season as we prepare for finals. Dare I even say the F word?